What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. All right, I think. Was my volume good? Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Need to do that Biggie with Victory. 1, 1, 2, or turn my headphones up like the Dave Chappelle skit. But it was Big Games B.S, part of the Media Group, presented by me and MFTK Foundation. MFTK Foundation doing tons of things in the community. This week is the baseball classic in Jacksonville. The FSU versus Florida game. We're sending Paxton High School to the game. 20 kids are going. Got some snacks. Want to be able to provide a little bit more. If you want to, you can go to mftkfoundation.com. There is let's go check out the website for me real quick, or can we? Yeah, we never mind. Don't worry about it because we have to take away one thing. mftkfoundation.com is the website. You can go to donations. If you would like to use your card, or you can go to you can use Cash App. Money sign MFTK36. Just make sure you put a designation for what it is. We should be presenting sometime in April. We should be presenting information about the 6th annual book bag drive and football camp. We should know a lot about that. So a lot of different things moving forward in terms of that, as well as hopefully this week I will have all the information up about the Alabama tailgate. So big game Alabama tailgate with Peter Ward and Dope Talk. We should be doing that. The goal is to get 1,000 people at that tailgate. Should be really, really a really, really big undertaking. Should be a lot of fun though. A lot more control than we had. Shouldn't be as crazy as Orlando. Should be crazier. So who knows what will happen. The goal is to have a good old-fashioned college type party with grown folks. So police could come, police might not come. If it's FSU PD, we got a shot. I can talk our way out of that. TPD, depending on which officer it is. But we'll probably have all kinds of celebrities. Mike Alford more than likely will come through. A lot of the distinguished FSU people will come in. We're working on trying to get some Alabama folks to slide through as well. So make sure you stay tuned to that. We want that to be a big, big time party and great atmosphere. Other than that, let's start our morning off right. Let's go ahead and get that prayer in.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God.
Thank you, God. No. Go.
Wow, right. Miles, is your text messages attached to that Mac? I don't know, I was just asking. Because I got boy. Let me find out what Jaden got to talk about, because something just came across my desk, and I've never seen a man. Like when I say if you hate me, or if you hate on me, don't hate on me in lowercase letters. Hate on me with capital letters. Like, so the whole world, boy, I've never seen a man do that to a child. And so I need to know if we're talking about my phenom that I happen to have in tow, because this needs to be how we start the segment off, and just let people know that how grown-ass men with money are acting about little boys. Because we're going to give him the attention that he so seeks. Yeah, because like I know if it's on Jaden's thing, I'm saying if it's on Jaden's thing, but like if it's on yours, it like literally goes like he could just pop it up there. Because this right here, I'm already mad, right? I'm win, bro. Yeah. Is it sharing it? Oh man. You know what? So we're not gonna be able to screen share none of the shit. Fuck. Ain't that some shit? Man, damn. Hate technical difficulties. You know what? Try to see if there's another way we can accomplish it. Nah, it has it as a file. It doesn't have it as a JPEG or anything. It has to be a JPEG. All right, well, you know what? Bump it. We've already done enough of this. We'll get this going tonight. Miles, you working today? All right, cool. We'll JD free at 6. All right, we're gonna pause this and we'll do the entire show all over again. Hey, it's good to say hey, good morning to everybody because yeah, them like but we'll get everything including the prayer because we're gonna pray for this. But just know that the whole entire theme of this show is going to be. I want y'all to say the real dude's prayer. If I ever go to bed hating on another man, let alone a child, I pray to God, if there's a God, that I don't wake up. If everybody said that prayer, it'd be a lot less human beings on this earth. And I can't believe that a dude, again, it's all about riding for your guy. But man, I've seen this guy up front and in person, and this guy has gotten his ass. This guy has never, like, this kid was on that guy's team. And if this kid was on that guy's team before, still, he would have the same sentiment. So shout out to Pokeway for stating the obvious. Pokeway said, now I think Pokeway is saying these things because he thinks that this kid is a raw kid. He is playing for Miami, for Raw Miami, because my team ain't do what they were supposed to do to get into OT7. I'm supposed to be flying. I'm supposed to be tired because I just got back from Dallas. That's all I'm saying is Domo came in. Really, MFTK came in and set the shit on fire with the 7-on-7 shit. So I'm telling you, as a guy who's done it, we can do it. All I know is this: I don't know what it's like to have a close game with South Florida Express. I don't know what it's like to lose to South Florida Express. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't know what it's like to lose to South Florida Express. It is because of a young man by the name of Bryson motherfucking Wright. And when I come back this evening, we will have statistics to be able to prove that what Pokeway said was not far off. He said if he continues on the trajectory, he will be better than a kid who is one of the best receivers in college football as of right now, and Jeremiah Smith. And a big ass hater decided that he wanted to say it with capital letters, but the only thing I would applaud him with is that if you're gonna hate in capital letters. Like say it with your chest, say it all the way with your chest. And I think that this man was showing, even though I do think it's kind of weak, but much respect to that guy for what he has built, but little respect to that guy for how he's saying that. What are the additional replies? I want to see what that is. I know they can't see it. Ah man. Hold on, click on that guy because I want to see what what he who he is in all of this. Well, they don't, yeah. Oh man, that's a burner account. That's a burner account. I hate. That's the only thing I hate about if Elon Musk really wants me on his same page, right? Which is ironic because it's funny how Lauryn Hill had the illest bar in hip hop. It's funny how money changed the situation, and nobody liked Elon on the right because he had the tree loving, bunny hugging cars. And he was taking away gas. But then once he started giving money and he realized he can control the government from the right by paying off 4 or 5, there is nothing that Elon can do wrong. Now, the only thing Elon can do right for me right now, this will help me, is you have to have, unless Pokeway is not that man's real name. That's more of his brand, right? So like if that's your brand and your business, you can have your logo. But if but it needs to identify you as a business, a logo, or I do like how he does the parody. You could be a parody account and not get in trouble. But if you are identifying, which is funny that all these people identify, if you're identifying as a man, you need to have a picture of yourself up there. Yeah. Like I do not like this, angry hippos and like stuff like that. Like to Jay's credit, like Jay said it with his whole chest, with his picture out there, looking like on the SpongeBob. You remember the popsicles you can get with it's got the big body right here and the 2 sticks, looking like a popsicle.
I mean, Discord got it where you have to have your number and your email attached to it.
You got it, like what you're supposed to have that with, but it doesn't matter. Like okay, so everybody remembers when I got jammed, right? Well, this was years ago. Now it feels like it was just yesterday, but 2019. The reason why I don't use Big Game James 36 is because Big Game James 36 had to be sat down for a few years. It was on a trajectory to do life in prison, but Elon came and gave him a pardon. I set up a new one. If you try to set up a new one with your name or your number of the one that was bammed, you done. So I had somebody else use another email. They put their so what's crazy is they get all my DMs, I guess. Technically, they could know what I'm doing or what I'm not doing, but they set it up and set up a passcode and everything and just sent it to me. That was the way _36. Well, it's a lot of work for me. That's why I said if I get jammed on this account right here, I'm just gonna hide in my Discord and my YouTube. That's gonna be how you find me. Discord, well, that's crazy. It's crazy that Discord's the future, and I've had Discord since 2017. Like we've been using, but I'm about to get heavy back into that again. Discord is. I be seeing how much fun you be having on Discord, and Discord just throws me off. Now listen, I want to have my show at 6, but we are here. So if y'all got some comments or some shit, since I'm going to pop off, I'm going to use this as my popping off section. Fuck all of that. I got no video. This is just me in the lounge, not in my mama's basement because we don't have basements in Florida. Like I don't know why people say that. Just popping off about this right here. Who I'm talking about, Andre, because I don't want you sitting here thinking that I don't want people thinking I'm subliminal. I hate when people say you be sending subliminal messages. Bitch, I'm bliminal as fuck. It's Jay Wimbrow with South Florida Express. Jay Wimbrow at South Florida Express made a comment based off of a Pokeway tweet. Pokeway stated that Bryson Wright is the best freshman that he has ever fucking seen. Anybody who knows me knows that I've been saying this shit since before he even took his first varsity snap. And he said that, and it's the fucking truth. The boy literally broke the OT7 record for touchdowns in a game. He scored 5 fucking touchdowns in a 7-on-7 game. That's insane. 5 touchdowns in any kind of game is fucking insane. It's just there was absolutely nothing that you can do. The kid was better than, and again, everybody knows I am a Jamie French fan. When I made this statement that he's better than Jamie French now, who is a 5-star, that's pretty fucking good for a kid who's only 14 years old. So I say that, but Jay and them, like, I remember I got a phone call before 7-on-7 even started because they wanted him to be on South Florida Express. Bad. Like, really bad. And everybody thought until they found out that I was getting into the 7-on-7 game. And then people were like, why would he go with him? I'm like, I coached the little, well, he ain't little. I coached the motherfucker. And I talked to his dad. I teach his dad the game. His dad is an incredibly intelligent man. Like, if anybody has a child that's coming up, it's two parents that I would tell you to deal with. Rob DeLoach and Kobe Wright. Those are the two parents who you want to follow their model for how they did this. I'm gonna tell you who's going. I sure as hell gonna follow it, and I'm not sure my sons are gonna be anywhere near as good. By the way, Miles, you missed it. Trey went up top chicken box on somebody yesterday. It was beloved. It was glorious to watch. And though his quarterback sucks on his 5-on-5 flag team, so I wasn't recording it. But when I saw him, and I'm like, he was open for a minute, and I just yelled Trey, and he threw it up there, and then the kid was able to get back, and Trey just went up and got that bitch. I was like, whew, proud dad moment. Oh Lord, they done jam me up on X now. Oh, man, put the mouse over the eye to see where we got everybody at. If we on YouTube, because this is just not one of them days. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. I guess we just maybe, yeah. Who knows? But anyways, yeah.
I heard them talking about the ghost of Charlie Ward and how it affected some Miami fans, and I screenshotted it for you.
Oh,
how much they still think about him.
How do you hate Charlie Ward?
I guess he did something.
Well, he beat the shit out of him, but I mean, but the thing is Charlie fucking Ward. Hold up, now, guys. You see, this is how you get me. This is how you get me off of just like again. We tabling this shit, Jay, because I'm mad. You don't talk about Bryson Wright.
Isn't really Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward was like hitting me on like multiple levels. I hated Charlie Ward so much because he cooked Miami as a quarterback at FSU.
Well, and he pulled that dirty move on PJ Brown. I mean, he absolutely tried to undercut him. He tried to hurt him. You know, there's no. I would tell that to his face if he was right here in this room. You tried to hurt PJ Brown. Right?
Put it on the poll for Miami fans. Is there a special place in hell for Charlie Ward?
And certainly Larry Johnson. Don't like Larry Johnson. I'll never like Larry Johnson. He was purposely trying to elbow Zoe in the face while he was wearing a face guard. All right, he had a broken orbital.
That's a situation where the locker room wasn't okay with the player, and they're like Zoe and Larry Johnson hated each other. Right. Famously, when they were both.
Yeah, there may have been something going on, personally with the two of them when they were in Charlotte.
All right, man, that's true. That's some shock jock shit. Charlie Ward is the biggest Christian that I've ever met in my fucking life, man.
I don't know what PJ Brown did.
Yeah, I'm assuming PJ when he was with the Knicks, like when he was hooping with the Knicks, like yeah, that's grandmama. But like, yeah, you wilding on that one, man. Yeah, come on, Charlie Ward, a special place in hell for Charlie Ward.
What about it, Luke?
I don't know. I can't believe that was said. That was just bad. That was bad. That wasn't no the crazy part is that's not a podcast.
They were talking about players who give them nightmares.
This Dan Le Batard show. Like Dan Le Batard is it's a good show, man. Like that was a guy who was, you know what? I woke up this morning. I'm going to be an asshole today.
Dan was out that day.
What can I say that could really rat? I know I'm going to go after the most meek of all Florida State greats in Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward is so meek that you wouldn't know Charlie Ward knows who Charlie Ward is. Charlie Ward can walk in here right now. Like I had to ask him when I interviewed, I said, are you aware that you're Charlie Ward? Because he talks like, yeah, I just went out, and he's soft-spoken. It's crazy because of who he played with. He played with some of the most bombastic, like charismatic players.
I mean, that's a compliment, right? That they still.
I just don't know But I'm just saying, out of all the play, like that, just because he beat you, it just shows that you don't really respect the rivalry. You just like the rivalry. Because if you respected the rivalry, you would know who that player, like you would know the player, right? Charlie Ward was this, and Charlie, like, it's like somebody saying, I don't like Adrian James because he talks too much trash. Edge doesn't talk shit at all.
You're saying there's no way he could have intentionally
Charlie Ward intentionally, out of all the players, NBA, NFL, for Charlie Ward to intentionally try to hurt somebody, brother, that's a reach. Larry Robinson, no, you said Larry Robinson, Larry Johnson, grandmama, 100% understand that. But the fact is, though, Alonzo Mourning, you can't go over. Alonzo Mourning willingly took nuts to the face every night for your franchise. So a little bit of an elbow ain't that much, dog. Have you seen him? Like, the crazy part about him, he's one of the most.
That's why people.
He is one of the most prolific shot blockers in NBA history because he always went for it. But the problem is, when you always go for it, you're gonna get dunked on. And he is on a lot of kids' posters for all the wrong reasons. Like, I remember seeing it up front when we went to the Orange Bowl in 05. The 06, we played 06, but you go down in December 05. And I went to on New Year's Eve, the year that they won the championship. I got a chance to sit courtside, Miami Heat versus the Timberwolves. And like, he got nuts to the face that night. They had KG and everybody like that. You also don't realize how tall these people actually are until you actually see them like real live. Like, Shaq is freakishly tall. I don't care what they say, he's 7'1", but that's impossible. He's got to be taller than that. Like, his nuts, like, I don't want to have how Kevin Hart keeps going around him makes me question Kevin Hart. Because you right where it hangs at. Like, you right at the tip, bro. Like, because I don't want to be face to waist to any man. It's not cool. But yeah, man. So I just like Charlie Ward, though. Like, Charlie Ward is so fucking nice.
That's what it made me think of. Like, how bad must he whoop their ass for
Like,
them to steal? Because Mike Ryan's like around my age. Laszlo, he's a little bit older. They still remember those ass whoopings.
Like, I'm sitting here cussing and feeling bad. Charlie, I don't cuss in front of Charlie Ward. If I feel like I'm besmirching Jesus or something like that. Like, Charlie Ward is that nice of a guy.
There's got to be somebody you hate in your sports career growing up. Well, maybe not now because you're kind of sedated over all of it. But like, when you were growing up, there had to have been a player from an opposite team.
I guess there's somebody that did, but the problem is I've met like I guess what if I'm gonna use Luke as an example, just because I know it. I get Luke, right? Luke hasn't, but if he's that high up with the Dan Le Batard show, right? Dan Le Batard, they go and do the Super Bowl. They go and do you have had the opportunity to meet a lot of people. There's no way you have that like, you could have met that yeah, you could have met that person. So like, when you meet them, it's different.
And yeah, it's hard to keep that.
Like, I'll be honest with you. There's only one person that I don't talk shit. I just call him Murder. And it's great as linebacker. But I ain't gonna lie. Murder rolled up behind me a little bit in that when we were at that I was looking over my shoulder. I was like, hey, man, I don't know what the fuck is he doing back there. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all, hey, make sure y'all give him all his bag. There is no way he walked out with that bag without two of those bags at the Steinbrenner event. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I know that. Wait, you're Ray Lewis? Here, I mean, how much more do you want? How much more do you want? Just don't kill me.
Who was you were all Florida growing up as a kid?
As a kid, I didn't really have, because my family's not from here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Jersey.
Yeah, so all I know is like, they liked Philly.
Oh, Philly. Okay.
They liked, because Trenton is like literally right by Philly. So my grandma liked the Eagles, the Phillies, the 76ers, and
Who kept beating the Eagles? Kept beating.
I'm trying to think who she just hates. She hates Santa. She hated Santa Claus. Like everybody else. They booed Santa Claus in Philly.
They booed Santa.
Oh yeah, they booed Santa Claus. It's just like, she doesn't like it. Like, it's not even, like, again, a lot of this shit is not really even that big of a deal, man. Like, it's like, I'm trying to think, who did I just hate?
It's fun to hate. As a fan, that's like your only thing you got. What else are you gonna do? You pay so you can hate another team.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's somebody that I just dislike.
I hate Eli Manning. And I hate everybody from New York during those 2 years. Oh my God, was that so hard for me?
Eli, I could see hating Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Because there was no reason they should have even been in that shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, especially the 17-1 year.
Oh.
Like, you just that you should have demolished them. And then Eli comes in and it wasn't the first one was the craziest one, right? Because the catch, yeah, it's no like that was the most circus catch of all time.
There you go. Anything New York, I don't like.
But speaking of circus catches, fuck Jay Wimbrow. And it's South Florida Express right now because that's all this little kid makes is fucking crazy ass catches. He's got, this is what hurts right now. And this is what, when I go to practice tomorrow, I'm going to call Monster up. And I just got a text from Kobe. He's like, I'm going to just keep pouring salt on him now. That Jay mad. That's Kobe. That's Bryson's dad. At 904 KANG, if you would like to go follow him, please go follow him. He's very, very funny when it comes to the social media stuff. They got one of my DBs over at SFV. They got my kid Brody Jennings. And you know how hard it is for me? Because I love his dad, Monster, played at Florida State. Monster wants Brody to go to Florida State, but they're not really feeling the love right now. So I'm saying this I'm speaking it on the Twitter street, so you can't say it's hidden. Y'all can go tell him this. You ain't gonna get this from 247 or anybody else. I'm telling you straight up how they motherfucking feel right now. They want to go, but they got to know. But you know how hard it is to have to go out, and because I keep for my guys to do this. I keep a band on me just in case we do that. And say anytime we encounter a Jacksonville kid that's on another team and we body his ass, you get $100. NIL deal. Like, I'm not saying we're not hurting anybody. Don't harm them. This is not what I mean. 7-on-7. It's not supposed to be non-contact. But like, I'm sitting here, I had to give $100 to a pilgrim from Nebraska because he dunked on my boy. At Battle Miami. There's video. It went viral. I hated it. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, because again, this Mandarin University, dog. I can't actively share that shit, but I'm also Domo National, building a brand that's trying to get into OT7. So I gotta share this shit. But it's my guy, though. And I tried to get him to come over here. I'm like, man, just leave him. But he's got another Noel legend over there. It's Samari Rowe that coaches him. So I get it. Like, him and his dad were like roommates. They all came up together. So it's like, damn, dog. But he got to get it, though. Because it's in me. And it's almost like you try a thug tear because you don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but we going to do it because you over there. Now, other kids who ain't Mandarin kids, man, fuck them Jacksonville kids, man. Dunk on all the asses. But what I'm saying is, though, is now more than ever. Like, and so what's funny is we knew about some of that stuff. And our team, we never had a team meeting to not like that South Florida Express. But I said it on the show, and we were dead serious. And they did it to us when we were at the Sevens in Atlanta and we beat their ass. I want SFE in pool play. I don't want to pretend to maybe get them on Sunday. I want to get them for real. I want to line that shit up and I want to whoop your ass. And hey, don't if you don't believe me, there's this app called Zorts. We have played and we played in Battle Miami and we played in the Sevens. You can download the Zorts app, go look up those two tournaments. You can go see the score. I really wish they would do it like how in games, how you have the box score, how it shows you what the score looked like, because we was whipping ass indiscriminately, and then we pulled up a little bit, and they ended up being a 1-score game, but the shit wasn't close. That at no point was I in fear of losing. Now, don't look at the C1N squad. I can't say shit. The C1N beat the fuck out of us. But when I tell you C1N whooped us like C1N beat us mercifully, dog. But nah, just all that shit being said, dog. The shit is funny because there's no reason to be that much of a hater with all of this.
Does it ever feel surreal that the people you competed against, now you're competing again against, like with each other's sons, and now y'all coaching against each other, like some of your teammates and stuff?
Well, I only did that once. And that was, again, I didn't like how that felt.
Oh, okay.
I really didn't like how that felt. But like, now, that's because I coach him in real football. And he's a great kid. I like him. Now next year, I hopefully will have the Cromartie. I'll have the last Cromartie boy on my team next year. I'm trying to think anybody else, man. Nah, man, fuck them kids. All right, Leon's sons are gone, so I ain't got to worry about Leon. I'm trying to think whose kids. I think I got some young kids that I'm gonna probably from in New Orleans that I'm gonna probably put on my squad next year. I don't really have nobody that's like that I would. Oh, you know what? I didn't. On that Cam Newton team, Dexter Carter's son was on there. Dexter Carter definitely used to be a commit to Florida State. I don't think he whooped our ass, but Cam Newton's team whooped our ass. But it was crazy coming after there and seeing him and being like, "Hey," the first thing I said to him, and it was always, I said, "Hey man, you wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that." He said, "What you mean?" I said, "Y'all ain't have to whoop my team ass like that." But that one was more funny. But I didn't know he was on that team until afterwards. But man, we were just. No, we didn't have guys in the right position on defense, so we couldn't stop them on defense. And our quarterback got, again, the Bryson Wright effect is real. And you have to know he's a diva wide receiver. And I don't mean diva in a bad way. Every good wide. Who was telling me? It might have been Kobe was telling me this. And we'll if we actually when we do the show, we can find this. I'll bring this back up. But wide receiver for the Eagles. Devontae Smith. Is Devontae Smith? Yeah, Devontae Smith was talking about how all the wide receivers with the Eagles call for the ball. They demand the ball, they argue, and Jalen Hurts likes that because it makes him look, he wants you to command and want the ball. That's how you should. That's how there is. I've never been. I remember getting in an argument. Man, we got to change the offense because maybe somebody can just Bryson just commanded for the ball, and we got to get that in the offensive coordinator job. No, it's not. It's not the offensive coordinator's job. It's the quarterback's job to tell the wide receiver to shut the fuck up. Now, to our quarterback at Mandarin's credit, right now he's used to Bryson. They've come up together. Knox will tell Bryson to shut the fuck up. I'll tell Bryson to shut the fuck up. Everybody, he's not gonna shut the fuck up, but he will shut the fuck up and get into place. But if you allow his personality to pull you, you have already lost. And so what will happen is he's going through the progressions and there's a wide ass open receiver to throw to. And Bryson will be like, give me the ball. And then he goes off of the wide open receiver to look at Bryson and throw it at Bryson, and he's not open anymore. Like you passed up the sure points to go for it. And then when you throw it to him, like now, granted, in his defense, and they showed it at OT7, he is open all the time. You just got to throw that bitch up and let him go get it. He could be, if he grow, like if he's 6'8", well, obviously he won't be playing football no more. Yeah. But if he's 6'7", and he could get to, and he'll be about 230, 240. How big is the fat boy who was on with Mariah Mills? He could, like, I kid you not, he could be a fit version of him in basketball. He is like the way he high points in football lets me know he's an elite wide. He could be an elite rebounder, and he can shoot the three and he can dunk like crazy. Like his body control is wild. But anyways, we don't have much of a show because we can't do all our normal stuff. So we will be back at 6 p.m. tonight. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. We still got some things that we're trying to give away. No other shows are doing this. Again, Seminole, Criminal, Creole, Hurricane, Hurricane. I would tell a Gator to do it, but don't even do it. I ain't worried about y'all. They're not giving away stuff. So once we get to 7,000 subs, we were giving away $500 and $200 to a member. Members, we are still doing our March Madness tournament. Don't know what that's looking like, but we'll look up the brackets here on tonight's show. The goal is to get to 10,000 subs. I wonder how much the Alabama. I'm also mad I'm giving these 20 tickets away. The tickets are up to like $120 for the baseball game. I'm saying I bought 20. I didn't pay $120 for them, but I bought 20 at 20. 20 at 25, excuse me. I bought them for kids, man. Like, cause I already gave them to them, but I thought about it, man. That's a flip.
Yeah, for real.
What you think the Alabama tickets going for? No, I'm talking about football now. Alabama, Florida State, Alabama. That's Memorial Day weekend. Nah, that ain't going for 6. Them bitches cost 120 out the gate. Oh shit. Well, yeah, I know those were going to be. All right. So my seats are, I think, in section 121. Section 128, they're selling them for $532 a pop right now. No, this is football. This is Florida State football. So let's just say 500. Let's say it costs you $300, right, to go to this FSU. So that's $600, right? $600 for a couple. Or you can just listen to our fucking show and get us to 10,000 subs. And if we get to 10,000 subs, somebody would not only have a pair of Alabama tickets, they have a pair of tickets to the Miami game. You have a pair of tickets to every game. We also would be doing on the Wednesday before the game, we will be doing a free giveaway on Big Games B.S. every home game, as we always do. And then we'll be trying to do our ticket giveaways to get kids into games for the next 2 games. Not getting no kids into no fucking Alabama game. That ain't the game that your kid, fuck them kids. But the 2 games after that, East Tennessee, Nebraska State, or whatever, or other schools, we don't give a fuck about that. We'll give away tickets to those. So on that note, man, we'll see you guys later today. Y'all have a good day. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but all in all, SFE can choke on Magic's dick for all I care right now. So peace.